Now, in today's video, we are actually going to be trading this $4 account. So this is a $4 account, but this account is actually titled conservative and aggressive. Now, for the other challenge where I'm actually taking $2 to $100,000, that one is strictly conservative. That challenge is strictly conservative. But this particular one, I can take both what I call my conservative setups and my aggressive setups depending on the mood that I'm in for that part. If I want to focus on both accounts for that trade, as you guys know, just because I'm trading $2 to $100,000 does not mean that I'm not going to take other trades. Does not mean I'm not going to trade other accounts. That being said and done, let's go straight into today's analysis. As you can see, this is a 400 USD live account, and let's see what this. If the market offers something to us, we don't predict, we react. So we wait for it to meet all of our criteria. I'll go ahead and explain the technical criteria that is presently available in the market, while also letting you know the ones that I'm actually looking for. But before then, I'll go ahead and execute some of my positions. As you guys know, this is London session. So this part of me executing the positions is going to be done later on, but I'm going to be showing it in this part of the video. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. To our gold chart. Now you might be wondering, yesterday you bought, today you are selling. How on earth do you know if you should actually sell this market? The first thing I need you guys to know is that the reason I'm trading my conservative and aggressive account instead of my normal challenge account, which is where I make the big bucks from, going to $100,000 is a lot of money. Instead of just trading a random account like this conservative and aggressive account, is because this move is a conservative, it's an aggressive move. I told you guys in the last one that that move was conservative, so I'll take it that for that challenge. But this particular move is an aggressive move. How then do I know it's an aggressive move? What are the criteria that I'm looking at? How did I get my bias? All these questions are actually going to be answered in this video. And to actually do that, let's go straight to our DXY. As you guys know, first, whenever you hear bias, the first thing that should come to your head is DXY. And in our DXY, we go over to the daily time frame. On coming to our daily time frame, you notice, sorry about that. Good. Let me have my mouse connected. I will edit this part of the video. So on coming to our daily time frame, you notice that we've got our previous day high here, previous day low. Mind you, we still don't have a bias for this week, a fresh conservative bias for this week. However, we've got a fresh aggressive model bias for this week, and you guys know that aggressive model bias gives us that early entry into a trend. So now we needed some sort of confirmations. After we just got this and this, price had to break above it. I was actually as of the time I marked it out, I was actually hoping it to come downwards, but it went upwards. So that automatically means that XSS USD sell, USD XSS buy, which is the exact opposite of what the conservative is actually saying. Now we need to confirm this our bias. Mind the price being above our zone and below our zone does not give us that confirmation. How do we get the confirmation for an aggressive move? We do that in the 1 hour time frame. So on coming to the 1 hour time frame, you will see right here that we needed some sort of break of structure, and this is the break of structure, like it or not. This and this is the break of structure, and as you can see, price also broke it neatly above. Aside that, there is no other break of structure before approaching the conservative move. So the plan here is this: if let's say I take a trade from here, I catch a successful trade from here, I would not be exiting that trade in this place immediately. Price hits my take profit 1, because this is take profit 1. This right up above here is take profit 1. Rather, what do, since this is a conservative and aggressive account, I can afford to take the risk. Money management is key in this style of trading. I can actually afford to take the risk. Then when price gets here, I would now see if our conservative bias will give us a confirmation to continue that early trend that we've actually gotten involved right here. That is actually the trading plan. But if it does not give us that confirmation, good and fine. We close off our profits at the end of, okay, this move is done, let us switch to now conservative. But that is how I'm actually approaching it. Now we've got that confirmation already in our DXY. So it is now time to go back to our tradable being gold, which is how I got this setup that we are staring at right here. Now Remember, I said XSS USD sell, right? So gold falls under the XSS USD on these aggressive terms and condition, and the POI that we are working with is either this one or this one. Right now, price is in between, and when it's in between like that, it's decisive. If it goes up, we will catch it. If bias changes, it will catch it. If it goes down, we will catch it. Whatsoever the market does, we will be there to catch it. So there's no I'm anticipating this move. This move have to go my way. Those things will put unnecessary pressure in your trading journey. Instead, just know that your strategy tells you when to be flat, it tells you when to be buying, when to be selling. In this case scenario, it has told us when to sell, it has also told us where to sell from and where possibly to enter from. So even if this is our POI, you will notice that our POI is above our bias. So therefore, so long as price is at our POI, there is this indecisiveness that it will have to what there's this indecisiveness that it can continue just going up. So therefore, that will happen by New York session. This is London session now. That will happen by New York session today. If that happens to be the case, we will switch after it. Whatsoever it does, we mount it. That is just it. And if it switches and give us a confirmed bias for the opposite side, that bias automatically becomes what? Conservative. So that means apart from this video, I'm also going to be publishing another one for my $100,000 challenge if we get a conservative move. But since so long as we don't have a conservative move, we're going to be trading the conservative or what? An aggressive account. Now this is our POI right here, and then price has to come tap into this POI, then break below back to become a pro bias move. Below our liquidity line, external liquidity line in our tradable, which is this. I know all of these are complicated, but if you watch enough of my video, you will understand everything I'm talking about. Now, this is the external liquidity line, aka our previous daily high. It has to come back below it to actually be a sell move. Otherwise, so long as it's above it, that is a what? Against bias, and everything has to align. Now that is done. When price come there, we now have to look for what? Further lower time frame confirmations. And as you can see, this in this part of this analysis, we call that the entry analysis. These ones are just the outlook analysis. This is the first phase, the outlook analysis. Keep watching to see how we'll actually tackle the entry analysis before we go ahead and execute our position and see how that trade actually plays out. When you have all your bases covered, you don't have to be worried about losses, because you and I know fully well that losses don't easily come to a person that knows what they are doing in the market and trading the right strategy. By the way, as you can see right here on the screen, somebody's actually asking me if our inner cycle has a monthly subscription. I say it again, when it comes to any services from my brand, you do not pay for anything. Everything is free. Everything is free. We don't accept account management. We don't do investments. If somebody is messaging you claiming to be a Zaka and is telling you to invest your money, that is a fraud. There's fraudsters. There are so many of them impersonating me on Telegram. Please do not fall prey to scam. Let's see how this analysis goes, ladies and gentlemen. So this is actually what the trade is actually looking like right about now. Trade is actually looking at right about now. The this is 200 pips, 200, 190 pips thereabouts. The take profit of this trade is 780 pips away. It's a very, very, very long trade, and I'm actually going to be holding this trade. See, to be disciplined there, sometimes your win is not really the amount of profit you secure or not. Your win is how disciplined you are in every single trade. Let's take, for example, this trade that I'm actually holding. If by the time of my taking profits, I exited this trade on a loss because it did not hit take profit, because price later changed character, or I exited this trade on a break even because it did not hit take profit because price later changed character, I'll be active to spot that change of character and close it on time and let you guys know that this is why I'm closing my trade. Otherwise, there is nothing. So long as we keep getting a lower low, as you can see right here, this is a lower low right here. So there is very significant, there is no indication that this market is actually going to reverse and start going, So I'm actually going to hold this trade to take profit, and we should have done like 300% account growth if this thing hits my profit. That is just it. If this thing hits my profit, we should have done like 300% account growth. Now, some of you is think just because I display my charts on the 5 minutes time frame does not mean I don't hold my trade for hours. I am not. See, let me show you. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. If you count how many hours since the point of my super sniper entry, look, this is a super sniper, right? Very lovely super sniper entry. This is 1 hour, this is 2 hours, this is 3 hours, this is 4 hours, this is 5 hours, and we are nowhere take profit. Take profit 1 is this zone right here. So the first break of structure is take profit 1. So if let's say I'm to set TP1, This is TP1. TP1 is at 360 pips and TP2 is at 700 and something pips. So once TP1 hits right there, I would then exit. Look, but TP1 has not hit. So I would hold my trade positively because there's no sign for me to exit on time. Definitely keep watching. If you've not subscribed, definitely subscribe, then watch to the end and let's see how this trade actually plays out, ladies and gentlemen. That is for that.
The time is basically 4 a.m. right now, and the last time I actually checked the updates, like I said in this video, I said there's a good probability that this particular trade might come back to break even, and that is exactly what it did. It came back to take us at break even, tapping that POI. So that is for that. No problem, it's good and fine. We'll just reanalyze, but that is the essence of the video. Sometimes discipline says that you have to hold your trade to take profit or set break even. In this case, we have to set break even. The time is 4:18 p.m. right about now. So 4:18 a.m. It's in the middle of the night right about now, and we're out on break even on this particular trade. It's not all the days that you get wins. Sometimes you take break even, other times you take losses. It is normal. Just stick to your rules, be disciplined, risk to reward ratio, and that is just the sky is your limit, ladies and gentlemen. So by like God's time, the account is still there, still at 4 for this particular trade. There's a lot of lessons to be learned. A lot of lessons to be learned. See you all in the next video. Definitely.